Hi everyone, welcome to the YSmart YouTube channel. This video is for the grade 10 mathematics students who are studying the Sri Lankan syllabus. In this video, we will study the second lesson of the grade 10 textbook, that is square root. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to approximate the square root of a positive number which is not a perfect square. Use the division method to find an approximate value for the square root of a positive number which is not a perfect square. This table shows the squares of several numbers. The square of number 1 is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared 16, 5 squared 25. These numbers such as 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 are known as perfect squares. The square root, finding the square root is the inverse of squaring. For example, 3 squared is 9. So the square root of 9 is 3. This is the symbol which is used to denote the square root. Now we know that every number has a square, but does every positive number have a square root? Let us see. Let us consider the number 4 and number 9. According to the previous table, we know that the square root of 4 is 2 and the square root of 9 is 3. So, the square root of a number between 4 and 9 should be a value between 2 and 3. That means, square root of a number between 4 and 9 cannot be an integer. It is a decimal number. Let's see how an approximate value can be found in this case. Such a value is known as an approximation. Let's see how an approximate value is obtained for the square root of 5. 5 is a number between 4 and 9. So, the square root of 5 should be between 2 and 3 because the square root of 4 is 2 and the square root of 9 is 3. The values between 2 and 3 are 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8 and 2.9. By finding the squares of these numbers, the closest to 5 can be found. Here you can see the squares of the numbers from 2 up to 2.7. These are the squares of those numbers. The two square numbers that are closest to 5 are 4.84 and 5.29. They are the square values of 2.2 and 2.3. 2.2 squared is 4.84 and 2.3 squared is 5.29. Also, we can say the square root of 4.84 is 2.2 and the square root of 5.2 is 2.3. Now let's see which value out of these two, 4.84 and 5.29, is closer to 5. For that, we have to find the difference between 4.84 and 5 as well as the difference between 5.29 and 5. The difference between 4.84 and 5 is 0.16 and the difference between 5.29 and 5 is 0.29. According to this, the value closer to 5 is 4.84. Therefore, we can take 2.2 as an approximate value for the square root of 5. The value obtained for the square root of a positive integer which is correct to the first decimal place is called the approximation to the first decimal place of the square root of a given number, or simply it is known as the first approximation. This is the symbol used when writing an approximation. According to the previous calculation, we can say that the approximation of square root of 5 to the first decimal place is 2.2. Now let us look at an example. Find the first approximation of square root of 20. From the perfect square numbers which are less than 20, the one which is closest to it is 16. And from the perfect square numbers which are greater than 20, the one which is closest to it is 25. So let's write it like this. Next, we obtain the square roots of 16 and 25, which is 4 and 5. So the square root of 20 should be greater than 4, which is the square root of 16, and less than 5, which is the square root of 25. This means the square root of 20 lies between 4 and 5. So let's find the squares of the values between 4 and 5 in order to identify the number having a product closest to 20. Here you can see the square of 4.1 is 16.81, square of 4.2 is 17.64. Likewise, it is calculated. 4.4 square is 19.36 and 4.5 square is 20.25. Since the value of 4.5 exceeds 20, you don't need to find the square values of the numbers beyond 4.5. From 19.6 and 20.5, 20.5 is closer to 20 than 19.36. Therefore, the first approximation of square root of 20 is 4.5. Now let us move into the second example. Find the first approximation of 1070. This is a bit difficult. Here you have to find the perfect square numbers close to 1070, which is a bigger value. For that, let us consider 900, which is the square of 30. 900 is less than 1070. So, to find the perfect square numbers close to 1070, try finding the square numbers of 31, 32, 33. Then you will see that the square of 33 is 1089. This is the perfect square number which is greater than and closest to 1070. So, the perfect square number which is less than and closest to 1070 should be 32 square, that is 1024. Then, let us write it like this. The square root of 1024 is 32 and the square root of 1089 is 33. The square root of 1070 lies between 32 and 33. To make it easy, 1070 is closer to 1089 than to 1024. So, you can find the square values of the numbers from 32.5 onward. 32.7 squared is 1069.29. The square of 32.8 is 1075.84. Out of these two values, 1069.29 is closest to 1070. Therefore, the first approximation of square root of 1070 is 32.7. Now let us consider a method to find the square root of any positive number. This method which we are going to study is called the division method. Let's study this method using an example. Let us find the square root of 1764. First, group the digits in pairs starting from the units position and move leftward. Then you will get 17 and 64. like this. Secondly, find the perfect square number closest to the leftmost digit pair. Write its square root above the line and on left of the line. The closest perfect square number of 17 is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. So we write 4 above the line and on to the left of the line. Write down the product of the number above and to the left of the line, that is 4 into 4, below 17, that is 16. Then subtract it from 17, which is 1. Next, carry down the next two digits, that is 64, to this position. Write down the value of twice the number above the line at the left of the line, leaving space for the unit value. The number above the line is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. You write 8 at the left of the line, leaving space for the unit value here. The same digit should be written above the line to the right of 4 as well. Obtain this missing digit so that the product of this digit and the value obtained on the left side, in this case 82, gives 164 or is the closest number less than 164. When calculating the square root of a decimal number, separate the digits starting at the decimal point. As shown here, the first one 3.61. You separate 3 and 61. 12.321. You separate starting from the decimal point towards the left 12, towards the right you get 3 2 and 1 0. In 143.456 you separate it as 1, 43.45 and 60. Here is another example. Find the value of square root of 3.61. You have to separate the digits starting at the decimal place. Then you get 3 and 61. The perfect square number closest to 3 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1, so you write 1 above the line and onto the left of the line. The product of 1 into 1 is 1, you write it below 3. Subtract 1 from 3, you get 2. Carry down the next two digits, that is 6, 1. 2 times 1 is 2, so you write 2 leaving space for the unit value. Try values from 0 to 9 for this missing digit until the product of this digit and the value obtained on the left side gives 261. When the missing digit is 9, you can get 261 by multiplying 29 into 9. Therefore, the square root of 3.61 is 1.9. Example 3. Find the value of square root of 2737 accurate to 2 decimal places. We must find the value up to 3 decimal places and then round off to 2 decimal places. To find up to 3 decimal places, we should write 3 pairs of zeros after the decimal point. So here 27 is the first pair. The perfect square closest to 27 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5, so we write 5 above the line and on left of the line. So the product of 5 into 5, you get 25. Then you subtract 25 from 27, you get 2. Then you bring the next two digits down to get 237 here. Then you have to multiply this digit by 2. 5 into 2 gives you 10 and you have the missing digit. When you take 2 as a missing digit, When you multiply 102 into 2, you get 204. In case you take 3 as the missing digit, then you get 103 into 3, which gives you 309. 309 is greater than 237, so we cannot take 309. Therefore, the missing digit here is 2. 102 into 2 gives 204. When you subtract 204 from 237, you get 33. Then you bring the next two digits down, the two zeros. Then here you get 3300. Then 52 into 2 gives you 104, and this is the missing digit. When you take 3 as the missing digit, 1043 into 3 gives you 3129. Then the difference here gives you 171. Then again you bring these two digits down to get this value. Then 523 into 2 gives you 1046, and here is the missing digit. When you take 1 as the missing digit, you get 10,461, which is close to this value. So when you subtract, you get this value, and again you bring these two digits down to get this. Then 5231 into 2 gives you 10,462, and then the missing digit is taken as 6, and when you multiply this by 6, you get this value, and then the difference here is this much. So now up to here you have taken up to 3 decimal places. Therefore we can stop at this point, and taking this number we can round it off to 2 decimal places. Therefore, the value of square root of 2737 accurate to 2 decimal places is 52.32. Example 4. Find the value of square root 3.421 accurate to 2 decimal places. Again here also we have to find up to 3 decimal places and then round it off to 2 decimal places. So here, in order to get up to 3 decimal places, we need 3 pairs of digits after the decimal place. So we add zeros to the rest. When looking at this first digit, 3, the closest perfect square to 3 is 1. That is, the square root of 1 is 1. So you write 1 above the line and onto the left side of the line. Then the product of 1 into 1 is 1. Then you get the difference between these two. 3 minus 1 gives you 2. Then you bring the next two digits down. You get 242. Then 1 into 2 gives you 2, and this is the missing digit. When you take 8 as the missing digit, 28 times 8 will give you 224. Then the difference is 18. Then you bring the next two digits down, that is 10. Then you get 1810. Then 18 times 2, you get 36, and this is the missing digit. When you take 4 as the missing digit, 364 times 4 gives you 1456, which is close to this number. Then you find the difference between these two to get 354. Then again bring the next two digits down, the two zeros, and then 184 into 2 gives you 368. The missing digit is 9. When you take 9 as the missing digit, and when you multiply 3689 by 9, you get this value. Then the difference is 2199. So you can take 1.849 and round it off to 2 decimal places. Therefore, the square root of 3.421 accurate to 2 decimal places is 1.85. Example number 5. Find the value of square root of 0.0064 accurate to 1 decimal place. So 0, in here you don't have to find the square value. So since it's 0, it's 0 here, you write 0 here, 0 point, again 0, 0, that is 0, and 64, you bring it down, then 64 is a perfect square. 8 into 8 is 64, so you write 8 here. So the value of square root of 0.0064 is 0.08. Now let us look at how to use the square roots of numbers to solve problems. Example 1. What is the length of a side of a square-shaped piece of cardboard of area 1225 cm squared? Now this is the piece of cardboard, let's say, having an area of 1225 square centimeters. The length of the side of the square is L centimeters. You know, in a square, all four sides are equal in length. So the area of a square-shaped cardboard is length into length. That is 1225 cm squared. Length into length is 1225 cm squared. Therefore, the length of a side of the square, the length of one side, you can get it by finding the square root of the area. That is square root of 1225 cm square. This square root can be found using the division method. Here you can see the division method. And the square root of 1225 cm square is 35 centimeters. Therefore, the length of the side of the square is 35 centimeters. Example number 2. A rectangular walkway has been made by placing 10 flat square-shaped concrete slabs along 200 rows. If the area of the flat surface of a concrete slab is 231.04 square centimeters, what is the length and the breadth of the walkway? This is the rectangular walkway, which is made by placing 10 slabs in 200 rows. This is one concrete slab, one flat square-shaped concrete slab. The area of this is 231.04 square centimeters. So in order to find the length and the breadth of the walkway, that is, this is the breadth of the walkway and this is the length of the walkway. We have to find this breadth and this length of the walkway. So to find this length and breadth of the walkway, we have to first find the length of one side of this square-shaped concrete slab. So to find that, the area of one square-shaped slab, that is length into length, is 231.04 square centimeters. Therefore, you can take the length of a side of the slab as square root of the area of the slab, that is square root of 231.04 square centimeters. You can find the square root of this using the division method, and you get 15.2 as the square root. So the length of one side of this slab is 15.2 centimeters. Now that you know the length of this side of the concrete slab, you can find the breadth and the length of the walkway. Let's see how to calculate that. The breadth of the walkway is 15.2 into 10. 15.2 is length of one slab, one side of this concrete slab, and there are 10 such slabs. So therefore the breadth of the walkway is 152 centimeters. The length of the walkway is 15.2 into 200 because there are 200 such rows. Therefore, the length of the walkway is 3040 centimeters. So this is the end of this lesson. Thank you guys for watching and keep watching our other videos as well.